message. So even though this is negatives, we're basically going to do the exact same thing. We would add and subtract first. Well, we're going to try to isolate m, and we want to do the addition or subtraction piece first and the multiplication or division piece second. So that's always our plan with these. So the negative 0.21 is multiplying the m, so that's what I'm going to do second. This negative 0.95, since it's a negative, if I want to bring it over to this side, I would rewrite that, or I would add 0.95 to both sides, because that will make this piece come out 0. Oops. And when I do this side, I have to do that side, of course. So that cancels. So over here, I'm left with negative 0.21 m. And on this side, what did that come out to? Let's see, 0.0147. And now I'm left with something multiplying m, and so when we have that, that's where we want to divide to undo multiplication. So we'll divide both sides, and I'm dividing by a negative because I want it to come out to a positive, so I have to use the same sign as what's there. So we're doing that on both sides. And now those cancel, and that makes a 1m right there. That's that invisible 1. And then when we divide that, that will be negative 0.07. So with that being said, if you think about if you had negative 2 minus 3, that would equal negative 5, right? So that's kind of that same shape with all negatives. Something you can do to that, if you feel like it, is multiply both sides of that equation by negative 1. And then negative times negative would make a positive 2. Negative times negative would make a positive 3. Negative times negative makes a positive 5. So you can also, if there's, as it doesn't work unless there's an equal sign, because you have to be able to do it both sides. But if you have like a lot of negatives in the problem, you can multiply everything by negative 1 and rewrite it in terms of positives. So if I did that up here, we'll do that, and did a negative 1 right there, and a negative 1 right there, then this would come out to 0.95, so I'm just kind of hopping down here with it, plus 0.21m equals 0.9353. So this equation with all those negatives will, and this equation down here without any negatives, are going to come out exactly the same when you bring that, scoot this up here, when you, now you would subtract the 0.95 on both sides. Oops. And you're going to get positive 0.21m, and then that's going to equal negative this exact same number we got up here. And then when you divide that over, you're going to get the exact same negative 0.07 that we got before. So if you have a lot of negatives and it's just kind of making it harder to work with, as long as you change all the signs, that's legit as well. And you still want to be comfortable, working with the negatives. Hopefully that answered your question. Holler if you still have any follow-ups on that.